Hey, what's going on, guys? Happy Friday. Welcome to week 31 of our portfolio review, where we go over our buys and sells as well as the gains and losses in the portfolio. So, without further ado, let's get right into the video. As you guys can see today, it was a bit of a roller coaster as I finished positive today. I finished at $187.39, or a 0.5% gained, and then I gained an additional $28.47 during after hours trading as the market was entirely red with the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, and the Dow all being down today. And for the week, I wasn't so lucky as I was down 2.8%. I was down as much as 4% for the week. So I finished at $1,063.13 loss at 2.8%. The markets had some crazy news come out as we got a 0.25% cut from the interest rates, and Trump said that he would raise an additional 10% tariffs on Chinese imports. So that is why the market was down this week. For the month, I'm down $674.74 at 1.8% lost. For the last 3 months, I'm down $42.17 at 0.1% lost. For the year, we're still up. This is a glitch. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know why that's glitching. But we're still up for the year and all time. We're up $9,262 for a total return of 34.7%. For our buys and sells, we purchased 1 share of Johnson & Johnson, and we also purchased 2 shares of Apple Hospitality, and we accidentally purchased a share of Aurora Cannabis. And those were the buys and sells that we did for this week. We will go into the stocks individually. We'll start off with Disney, as Disney lost 2.6% this week. They lost $3.78. Last week in Disney, I was up $4,003.87 at a total return of 28.7%. This week, we're up in Disney $3,671.55 for a total return of 26.3%. I don't have any new news with Disney. Disney is just Disney. It's a company that we will basically probably be holding forever. Comcast did come out with some news as they let everyone know in the middle of the week that they will be using the 750 acres that they have to create another theme park in Florida. The name of their theme park will be called Epic Universe, and I think that was basically all the detail that they gave in it. They haven't said what type of attractions that they'll have there or anything else like that. So that leaves people to speculate and wonder if they're going to open up a Nintendo park or something like that. So we'll see what's going on with that. Me as an investor, I personally don't really have any big thoughts on it, as I know that they've been getting crushed recently by Disney over in the theme park business, but I don't know if adding an additional theme park or a newer theme park will do anything. One of their strategies, they said, is they want to have people change their regiment from like a 3-day weekend to maybe a week-long stay. So probably do 3 or 4 days in one of their parks, and then an additional 3 days in the new one. So we'll see how this goes. They will start production, I believe, next year. In Comcast last week, we were up $997.20 for a total return of 27.3%. This week, we're only up $791.60 and 28 cents for a total return of 21.7%. Also, I forgot to look at the week chart. They were down $2.08 for a total loss of 4.6%. Going into Johnson & Johnson, one of the companies that we purchased this week. Johnson & Johnson, last week we were down $29.84 for a total return of negative 2.7%. This week we're only down $19.66 for a total return of 1.6%. Johnson & Johnson held up pretty well this week. Actually, they gained 73 cents for the week, the total. So I think that's probably one of my only positive stocks this week. So that's good for Johnson & Johnson. Aurora Cannabis. This was a stock that I believe it went past my $6.14 average cost at one point. It went down to as low as $5.85. I never pulled the trigger because I didn't know where the bleeding would end. We'll go to the year. I believe I was holding out for like maybe that, all the way down to $5. I didn't know how far Aurora Cannabis was going to go. As you guys can see, I had $502 of buying power, but I just didn't know where to pull the trigger. So I really didn't pull the trigger and buy any shares of Aurora Cannabis. When I was going to buy a share of Apple, I accidentally brought one share of Aurora Cannabis, but that was basically it. Anyway, last week in Aurora Cannabis, we were up $131.16 for a total return of 4.2%. This week, we're only up $99.48 for a total return of 3.4%. Aurora Cannabis lost 4 cents basically this week for a total loss of 0.6%. Bank of America. So, of course, the Fed's cutting the interest rates on Wednesday. It was. They cut 0.25%, and that is how banks make their money, off of the interest rates. So a lot of banks sold off this week. Bank of America was down $1.29 for a total loss of 4.2%. They also announced that they will look at becoming an independent merchant. They're looking to utilize independent merchant service strategies in June 2020, as they had announced that they cut their partnership with Fiserv. So they will no longer be using their business by the end of the year. Bank of America, last week we were up $363.37 for a total return of 6.9%. This week we are only up $119.05 for a total return of 2.2%. And that's basically it for Bank of America. Apple, like I said, we brought 2 shares of. It didn't change our average cost, and they were down 56 cents or 3.5% for the week. And there's nothing really to talk about. Last week we were down $363.37 for a total loss of 9.1%. We're down $481.12 for a total negative return of 12.3%. This company is just here to merely collect dividends for our portfolio, and if we should need this capital at any portion to help us build a position in Johnson & Johnson or fix Aurora, we will utilize that capital to fix those stocks. But other than that, that is our portfolio. Before we get into the subscriber portfolio, what I want to do is I'm just going to go over, let you guys just take a look at the gains and losses in the portfolio. And we will move along to the subscriber portfolio. The subscriber portfolio also got hit, as last week we were up on the portfolio $24.57 for a total return of 11.8%. This week, however, we're only up $16.02 for a total return of 7.38%. Uber lost a little bit of its value, as last week we were up $1.05 for a total return of 2.4%. This week we are down $2.83 for a total loss of 6.52%. We will add some buying power into this portfolio on Monday, and if Uber continues to be on a downtrend, we'll probably pick up another share of Uber. Sprint, we are down in Sprint 39 cents for a total loss of 5.4%. We were up in Sprint last week at 83 cents. And Starbucks, last week we were up $22.69 for a total return of 29.7%. This week we are only up $19.24 for a total return of 25.20%. Other than that, you guys, I appreciate you guys checking out the video for this week. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Other than that, you guys have a great weekend, and thanks for checking me out.